These women are here to help.
That's right. The LB Group and Team Cook. Let me start that over. Have teamed up to make purchasing a new home a little easier. Please welcome back Libby, and she brought a special guest with her.
This is Anna Cook. She runs an amazing mortgage team called Team Cook, and I was originally attracted to working with her because as a realtor, we really need lender partners that get it and know how to explain things to our clients. And so she had a great reputation, and I love that she was a strong all-female team. That didn't hurt, you know, of course.
Yes.
But what really clinched it for me was when I sat down with her and realized they take an educational approach just like the LB Group does. So I'll kind of let her tell you more about what differentiates her.
Please, because I was going to say you're an all-female group, which is so cool. For those who don't know what a lending group does, for a friend, I'm asking. Tell me more.
Well, let's talk about if either of you wanted to get a mortgage, right? You come in with your own financial story, you come in with your own goals, your own fears, and your own strategy of what you want for long-term generational wealth building. And that is something where we sit down and we say, we look at all of that together and we say, how do we get you into a home for now, but also set you up for your long-term future? And so our team looks at that as a holistic approach, and we make sure that we're not just looking at one part of your finances, we look at everything, so that you're not just buying the first house, but you're getting ready for the final house in your future.
I like that.
That wealth building is so important.
Yeah, so the strategizing for your whole life.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, now mortgage trends. We've got to talk about them. What are you seeing this year?
This is my absolute favorite topic. As you know, there's so much negative information. There's so much naysay about not buying right now, but we're talking about the new market.
Which
right?
it is. It's a totally new market.
Totally new
Everything
market.
is so different.
It is. So one of the big things right now that we're seeing, and I surveyed over our last 6 months of home buyers, we're seeing people walk in with actual built-in equity when they purchase. So what that means is when they buy the home, it's already worth more than what they purchased it for. So that's a good investment, right?
Yeah.
That's a great investment.
Okay.
So the second trend right now that we're seeing is sellers are willing to give seller concessions or seller credits that allow a home buyer to walk in with less cash to the table. And we're strategizing on the lending side to help them reduce their payment $200 to $300.
Which you guys know, if you're a family, that can be a vacation.
Huge.
That can be anything.
Absolutely.
So important. And then there's my favorite one.
This is my favorite.
Okay.
So the biggest trend, I've been doing this for 10 years. And in the last 5 years, this is the first time in 5 years we've seen first-time home buyers have leverage to actually get into a home with less money down and to actually start paying less rent and actually investing in their long-term future and building wealth that way. So we're seeing for the first-time home buyers have a bit of an upper hand.
And when we've seen these rent prices going up on average $200 a month, I think you said you saw $500.
I have a gal who's going to be paying $500 more if she renews her lease.
It's like crazy. So, I mean, now is such a great time to take advantage of this stuff.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Now, I love something else that you've done, come up with a way to answer questions, because as you can see, there are many questions that most people have, especially as a first-time home buyer.
And people are scared to ask the questions because they're afraid of the answer, right?
I know.
So I want to thank Libby for the actual phrasing of this, but I came up with Anna's answers. So I have a YouTube channel, I have a social media platform, and we're going to be taking live questions and answering them out into the public.
So fun.
I love being accurate and professional and intentional with our questions, and there's so much out there that's not accurate, or they're not even in the lending industry answering these questions.
Right.
So this is going to be real to the market in real time, and we're going to be live sharing these on our social media platforms.
And you can scan that QR code to get to the place where you can submit those questions. You can follow us on social media. And you know, we hope to bring Anna back on as well, so maybe stay tuned because we might do one of your questions.
So are you answering them live? Are people going to be able to see them later on, or are you going to post it after? Okay, good.
So I'm going to field the questions, I'm going to pull the ones, and then I'll start answering them out. So we'll put them on social media. I'll be posting once a week. I send out a newsletter. If it's something that's very specific, I'll reach out to the client and answer that for them and do that, because really knowledge is power, and home buying is the #1 way to build wealth in your family. So we need to have the right answers to everybody out there who has questions, and they're afraid to ask them to the,
Exactly, and you're here to just clear it all up. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Brilliant. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
We're all about,
Thank you.
we're all about an all-female team, of course. Yes.
And if you have any questions,